Welcome back, everybody. Well, as you know, recently we started broadcasting the Warren County Board of Supervisor meetings. And the reason we did it is that we're covering issues that these men and women have been talking about up there that are really affecting our community. So we decided to get the big dog in. That would be you.
Yeah, thank you.
That's a compliment. Kevin Geraghty is the chairman of the Warren County Board of Supervisors. So welcome, Kevin. Great to have you here.
It's good to be here, Jesse.
And one thing that I found out that for whatever reason went by my radar, you're also the supervisor for the town of Warrensburg.
That's correct. Yep.
Really? No
Been
kidding.
supervisor for about 14 years.
No kidding. You grew up there?
Yes, I grew up in Warrensburg, yeah.
You know, I'm just going to start there with just a quick sidebar. I've got a house up in Hague. I go through Warrensburg all the time.
Yeah.
A lot of changes. I would say maybe last 3 years.
Last 3 years, we've seen a lot of movement. We had, you know, with the development of the Price Chopper Plaza just
Sure.
over the border in town of Lake George, that's added an economic boom to Exit 23. And then also with the new health center coming online this year, that's been a real plus to our community. And, you know, we're pleased with both those projects. We work very well with the developers for the Price Chopper, and then obviously Dr. Ruggie has been in our town since 1974. And the new building is open now, and now the old health center's been demolished, and they're, you know, we're going to do the parking out back, and then we'll develop a park towards Water Street. And we're very pleased with how this is turning out.
Now, I think Kev was telling me before we went on air, you've been involved with the Warren County Board of Supervisors since 2008, when you came in as a different, you came in as treasurer.
Right. Well, as budget officer, I was elected.
Okay.
I was elected in 06, and then I came in as budget officer in 08. And you know, luckily for me, I hit it right when times got tough.
And I know what you're talking about, Kevin.
So you know, we had a lot of work to do, but I'm pleased to say now that, you know, Warren County's on solid footing. We got a great workforce, good employees, and we've pretty much have recovered from the tough times.
And if I'm doing the math right, a couple of years now, 2013, you became chair.
13, I became chairman of the board, yes.
Right.
It's my third year.
Now, 20 supervisors in Warren County.
That's correct.
Comprise the County Board of Supervisors. Right. A little bit like herding cats, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, we all have different views. I mean, differing views on different projects we do, you know, but for most part, we have consensus. When we finish up a project, we are in agreement. We've had lively discussion on several projects. You know, a couple of them I've seen on your program numerous times.
Yeah, sure.
Discussed, but I got to say, as a group, we work pretty well together.
Well, you know, one thing that I'm always impressed with when we cover the meetings is just people do work. There's every supervisor appears to have such a vested interest in Warren County that even if you disagree, you agree to disagree and you move. I mean, to me, it's the epitome of the way government should work.
Yeah.
I'm not saying every meeting is great or whatever, but just the fact that you're willing to get in the trenches and try to figure it out.
Well, when you have 20 people, everybody brings a different value to your board.
Yeah, sure.
So, you know, you got to tap those values and you work with them. You try to work with them best you can.
Two subjects we're talking all the time
Sure.
about here are the nursing home and the airport. As chair for the Board of Supervisors, give me your view on this nursing home sale.
The nursing home sale actually started in the fall of 2012. You know, we had debated it prior to that for about 6 months, whether to sell or not to sell, and looking at the finances and looking around and seeing what our neighboring counties were doing. You know, we took a long, hard look. It was not an easy decision for the board, but it was one of those decisions when you looked at it going forward we had to do for the folks in the county. Now, I will say one of the things that we did, we developed an RFP to protect our residents, protect our workers, and protect especially our seniors in the community. So we went through this process. It's been a long process. It took a little longer than what we wanted to. You know, there's been a couple of hiccups along the way. There's been some folks that have opposed the sale of the nursing home, but right now we're in the process of moving ahead again.
Again, now the petition issue is sort of resolved,
That's
right?
correct.
Yes.
That's correct.
Oh, congratulations on that, because that's a hard fought.
Yes, and you know, I value what those folks wanted to do. I have a different opinion, and certainly any of the discussions I've had with the purchasing priority, especially cares, we've stressed what's important. And what is important is maintaining the nursing home, but maintaining the level of care for our seniors.
For the seniors. I
That's
couldn't agree with you more. And I also had a very close friend of mine, quite a bit older than myself, who was in that home. I was in there every week, and it was, you're right about the need to care for the elderly.
And one thing we should never lose is most, if not all, the employees at Westmount will be offered jobs with
That's
the new
right.
one. So we hope that they'll continue the level of care that our people are used to.
Right, not only the level professionally, but the level personally. Because that's one thing that always struck out with me is how much the staff at Westmount really cared for the residents.
They do care.
Yeah,
they
it
do
was
care.
something. Hey, give me that 30,000, pun intended, view of the airport.
Well, the airport actually started when I went on the board in 2006. The master plan presented us way back in 2006. We had voted to move ahead with the expansion of the runway, so it's been going on for quite a while.
Right.
And there again, I feel that the expansion of the runway for safety reasons, and I think it will foster some economic development around the airport. There are some people that think, it's a poor use of FAA money. I just respectfully disagree with them. So,
yes, that's right.
I voted to see the runway expansion continue.
And again, prevailing as well.
Yeah.
Because they're going.
Well, majority of the board agree with it, and
right.
and we do work with majority of the board, and this process has been a lot longer than I'd like to see it. And I've had some of my former colleagues say to me, it wouldn't be nice to get that shovel on the ground. It would be nice to get the shovel on the ground. I still think it will behoove us to make Warren County Airport a model airport for our area.
For the area, sure.
Absolutely.
We just had a meeting, right? The Board of Supervisors, they meet the third Friday of every month.
That's correct.
And then we run those meetings unedited and uninterrupted.
Right.
So you really get to see the government in action. And like I said, you guys are very active, for sure.
Right. We've had some issues recently with decorum at our board meetings. We're trying
That's
to
okay.
discussions. I don't like to cut off public discussion. I try to give the public every say. We added another public discussion time for resolutions, which we didn't have, but I put it in this year, in effect this year, and I thought it's helpful.
Yes, Kev, I totally agree.
Yeah.
We're at time today. We're going to have you back on a regular basis. There's just so many topics, interesting things concerning Warren County and the growth of Warren County. I got to end with one question, though. When's the garage sale?
I believe it's October 3rd and 4th this year.
And we always know the garage sale is happening in Warrensburg, the greatest outdoor garage sale in the world or something like that. Feels like it's the universe because the traffic backs up to like exit 18.
And trust me, we do like all you people coming in to see us.
I bet you do.
Yeah.
The shuttle buses are available too, right?
Yes, there'll be
Yeah, that's
shuttle
right.
buses. They'll have parking areas where they run people in and out of town.
I know it's a little far in advance, but this is the event in the fall.
Yeah,
It is.
And we've really tried to make the town easier to get around maneuver. So.
That's great. Well, Kevin, thank you very much for coming in.
Okay.
Okay,
Anytime,
and we'll see you
Jesse.
soon.
Very good. Thank you.
To see this interview again, you can head to our website, looktvonline.com.